Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Starter Roulette video. Last week, guys, we introduced the brand new Wheel of Chaos, and you guys seem to really enjoy it, so we're keeping it around for this week. Now, we've got 5 rounds of starter Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet coming our way, and each time I'll be spinning that Wheel of Chaos to see which stipulation we have to adhere to when choosing our starter Pokemon. As always, guys, on that 6th and final round, the pick will be randomly chosen from my website, pokebuilds.com, and the creator of that selected Pokemon will get a free pack of Pokemon cards sent directly to them, no strings attached. Now guys, if you want to create your own Pokemon and enter for a chance to win, just visit the link down below, create an account, and set up your Pokemon. It's totally free, no strings attached. It's just a really fun way to get you guys involved. All that being said, guys, let's jump into the video and our very first wheel spin. All right, guys, welcome to the first wheel spin of this episode. We've got 5 of these coming your way. This week, we're doing something a little bit different than the last one. Last time we did like highest base stat or, whatever. This time we're doing most likely twos. So we've got things like most likely to work out on a daily basis or most likely to drop out of college or whatever. Like, we've got some silly stuff in here. We've got about 14 options, including, of course, the dealer's choice, which we'll include every time. This time around as well, we're going to remove whichever option we get. And that way we don't get the same one again and again like we did in the previous episode. So we're gonna see what happens here. This should be a very interesting one. Let's go ahead and spin the wheel for the very first time. Let's see what we get. I have no clue how we're gonna evaluate these, so we're just gonna have to figure out. Okay, most likely to drop out of college. Now, let's take a look at our very first round of starters. We have got Houndstone, we've got Flareon, and then we have got Slowking. Okay, if we're looking at who's the most likely to drop out of college, I realize, guys, I'm gonna be a little bit like, biased or whatever, but this feels like an obvious one. Slowking, right? He's gotta be. Well, no, honestly though, Slowking's the really smart one in the movies. Maybe it's not Slowking. Oh no, well, it has to be though. He's slow. He's gotta be. It's gotta be Slowking. I think it has to be Slowking. All right, guys, our round 1 pick here is Omen the Slowking. Some of you guys might disagree with this pick based on the most likely to answer, but I kind of think it works. I did nickname this thing Omen. I don't know why, it just seems like a really cool name for a Slowking. We did an interesting set here, so this is really our special defensive wall, but I did want to have the opportunity to set up because it does get Calm Mind and Slack Off, both of which are really, really good. And so basically the hope is that we can Calm Mind up, Slack Off, get a bunch of health back. We've got leftovers to make sure we can get there as well. And then we've got Psychic and Water Pulse, both very good stab moves. Terra Water on this, we'll kind of see why as we go through, but Terra Water to kind of help us with the core damage and typings here. And then we did go, the abilities here are not the best, but we did go Oblivious, which is actually not that bad because it just prevents us from having any stat losses, things like that, which if we do get a chance to set up means we should be in really good shape. I'm really excited to use this one. I do love Slowking. I feel like we've got some interesting mons coming up. I'm really excited about it. All right, guys, we are in round 2. I accidentally already spun the wheel, so we're just going to respin it for this round. I am not going to remove most likely to store. We're going to see how this one goes. I hope that first round pick was reasonable. I feel like it was fine. I feel like Slowking was most likely to drop out of college. All right, most likely to be a bully. Okay, interesting. All right. Let's see what our starters are. 1, 2, 3. We have got, oh, interesting. Okay, we have got Nuzleaf. So we've already had a Shifty before. We've got Miraidon and we have got Quagsire. It's definitely not Quagsire. It can't be Quagsire, right? Like, it just can't. I actually do feel like it's Shifty. I feel like it's Nuzleaf. I feel like the dark type really adds to that. Miraidon's really good. Obviously, guys, I really want to pick Miraidon, but I don't think I reasonably can. Maybe he is just because he's the strongest. He could be the bully, but like, I don't know. I kind of go back and forth. Oh, these are really hard. This is so difficult. I'm gonna, for the sake of, I think it's more on theme, I am gonna go with a Nuzleaf here. I feel like he would try and be a bully, but he's not actually that strong. And I feel like that fits Shifty, right? He's like, he looks really cool, but he's actually not that good. So we'll run with that. We'll see how it goes. All right, guys, round number 2, and we have got a repeat. I think for the very first time, we have got Shogun here. We did actually just use this like last week. week. So this isn't even really anything all that new. We kept the set exactly the same. I do think we didn't really use him to the full extent that we could last week. And so I'm kind of hopeful we get an opportunity to do it this time around. Obviously, again, Fake Out and Tailwind, both really, really good kind of techie moves. And then of course, Leaf Blade and then Sucker Punch for a little bit of priority. We do have Life Orb on here with that Wind Rider ability. It's not the fastest mon in the world. It's not bad, but it's definitely not the fastest. And I think that's where we kind of ran into some issues last time. So we'll see how things go, but I'm really excited to use this. I love Shogun. I think it's such a cool design. I need him to be good. I need him to be good. All right, guys, round 3. These are really hard to pick, just for the record. I hope you guys are not like too frustrated with the picks here, but let's go ahead and spin the wheel for number 3 here. Hopefully it's a good one. We'll see. Okay, most likely to be the Class Clown. Okay, I really like that one. So let's see what we've got. We have got, oh, interesting. Okay, we've got Gligar, we've got Pignite, and then we have Mabostiff. I feel like this is a pretty easy Gligar. I don't think it's Pignite. Class Clown, I don't think so. Mabostiff, definitely not. That just feels like kind of a cool pick. But Gligar has like the silly face and that kind of stuff. He's a little bit quirky. I feel like it's got to be Gligar. That does mean we can get Gliscor, I guess. That's kind of cool. I've never used one, so this is going to be interesting. We'll see how it goes. All right, guys, halfway through, we have got Batman, the Gliscor here. Very, very cool mon. I've never used a Gliscor. In fact, I didn't even know how to get a Gliscor. I actually had to look it up, which is a little silly, but we did go fast and bulky on this. So this actually has a lot of physical defense, not necessarily a true wall necessarily, but I'm hoping that it can live some hits and we can get an SD off and then be able to either poison jab or knock off a lot of the opposing side. We do have U-turn as well, because again, this is so fast. We can kind of switch priority our way out. We did give it just the muscle band for a little bit of extra damage. Unfortunately, I didn't have the opportunity to make the best, most like optimal set for this, but I think this is still going to be a really good Pokemon. Most often, I feel like this or Shogun will probably be our leads. I feel like they're probably our best 2 bets. And so I'm really excited to use this. Again, I've just never used it before, so this is going to be a really, really interesting one. All right, guys, round number 4. Let's see what we get. Let's go ahead and spin the wheel. These are absolutely crazy. This is a silly idea. Okay, most likely to be an artist. Okay, interesting. Okay, and the choices are, we've got Whiscash, we've got Gouging Fire, and we've got Pawmot. Or Palmy, excuse me. Interesting. Okay, most likely to be an artist. It's not Gouging Fire, guys. It's just not. It's way cool. It's like by far and away the coolest, and I would argue the most colorful, which you could say is technically more artistic, but I don't think it's that. It can't be Whiscash. It has no hands. It's got fins. I feel like it's Palmy. Is that silly? I feel like it's Palmy. I feel like it has to be because it's the only one with like actual hands. You know what I mean? So yeah, we're gonna go Palmy. I think it has to be. That's kind of a cool one. I like Palmy. All right, guys, and another returning member. We have got Goku here. This is actually, I don't know that this is 100% correct. I think it is. I need to double check that in game, but the only thing I did switch here with the original set is I gave it an air balloon instead of the life orb here. That actually is because I put the life orb on Shogun to get a little extra damage there. So this should be really interesting. The air balloon should be kind of helpful though. The double shock, close combat, volt switch, and crunch, definitely a nice moveset here. Very good physical attacker as well, and pretty quick. So ideally, this is one that we can kind of get in and out. Again, between Volt Switch and U-turn, having a little bit of switch priority or initiative is really, really good. And then that air balloon hopefully protecting us a little bit, at least for a short amount of time from those ground moves, could be really, really helpful. We'll see. All right, guys, round number 5. I did once again accidentally spin the wheel, so we're gonna just respin. I got dealer's choice. That would have been a good one. All right, let's see what we've got. Fingers crossed it's good. Most likely to show you a band that you don't know. Okay, interesting. All right, and the choices are, oh, this is perfect. Okay, we've got Jigglypuff, we have got Garganacl, and we've got Dunsparce. I mean, it's Jigglypuff, right? It has to be. Jigglypuff is the singing mon. That's literally perfect. It's gotta be Jigglypuff. I love that. I think that's really, really cool. I think it has to be Jigglypuff. There's no question in my mind. That's an easy one. All right, guys, and our 5th and final Pokemon before we choose our winner for this week, we have got Sarah the Wigglytuff here. Definitely love Wigglytuff. I know it's a little bit like it's the cutesy mon, that kind of thing, but Wigglytuff Wigglytuff, guys, low-key is pretty good. Now, I will say this, we've got tons of HP, 247 to be exact, but our defenses aren't necessarily all that good. We do have decent defense, so I've invested in physical defense to have somewhat of a wall here. I think between the HP and defense, we've actually got a pretty reasonable start here. I did also do some interesting stuff with this one. So first and foremost, we gave it the throat spray with the hyper voice, so it's going to boost that special attack. Definitely interesting. We do have the competitive ability on this as well, so if anybody tries to lower our stats, we actually get a boost in special attack, which is great for our set because obviously we are a special attacker. We do have Terra Fire with Flamethrower on here. Definitely interesting, I know, but between Omen and between Shogun, we have got the 3 kind of fire, grass, water core in terms of Terra types, which I think might be a little bit helpful in terms of kind of flexibility, that kind of thing. Obviously, Hyper Voice and Dazzling Gleam, both stab moves, both very good. And then Encore is there because I'm kind of anticipating some setups and things like that. You never know, but if we do find ourselves in a position where we see a setup mon, I think throwing this out, letting it take a hit, and then encoring into like an SD or something like that could really help us out because it's going to force that swap out. So we'll see how things go, but I'm really interested. I think this is going to be a really fun set of Pokemon. Obviously, we'll see what 6th Pokemon rounds us out in the giveaway winner. Let's see who wins. All right, guys, and here we are for our random pick. Now, just as a reminder, everybody, this is from my website, pokebuilds.com. Link is down below, totally free to use. All you have to do is sign in, make an account, and you can start building Pokemon for free. All of the public builds get chosen out of this, and so basically the whole idea is I'm going to be randomizing one of the builds you guys have created. Whoever gets it is going to be getting a free pack of cards. So whatever Pokemon is chosen, whoever built that one, I'm going to reach out to you and give you guys a free pack of cards shipped out to you on my behalf as a thank you for taking part in this. So if you want to take part, totally free. Again, description, check that link out, and let's go see what we're gonna get for this time. Let's go ahead and pick a random one. Okay, I feel like I can't pick this. So here's the thing, I will say one of the things that needs to be here are moves. So Trainer Hero, no, I apologize. I don't feel like I can choose this because I literally can't use this. I feel like that's a little like ridiculous. I don't mean to be unfair to you, so I do apologize, but just for future reference, guys, if you have no moves or anything like that, I don't think I can actually pick it. I'm going to exclude this one from the pool because I don't think we can actually use that. Let's go ahead and re-randomize. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, okay. This we can use, though. And this is actually really cool because we did have a Mabostiff in the random rounds. But this is Molly the Mabostiff. This is by Party Person Brody. Brody! Let's go, dude! Oh, I'm so stoked that you won it. Oh, that makes me really, really happy. Congratulations, Brody. I will be reaching out to you, of course. This is Molly, though. Adamant Nature, Intimidate ability, awesome ability with the black glasses to power up those dark type moves. Kind of not the perfect moveset, but definitely not a bad moveset with Bite, Crunch, Headbutt, and Lick. A little bit of type coverage. Obviously, again, those black glasses are going to buff up those dark type moves. The Headbutt is kind of interesting, but it does, you know, it's a pretty good move. And then Lick, of course, we've got Paralyze opportunity, so that's not bad. EVs are kind of an interesting spread as well. I kind of like it. I will do my best to get this right, but we've got 132 in HP, we've got 102 in defense, 100 in attack, and 176 in speed. I'm curious, Brody, comment down below why that spread. I'm very curious about that. But Brody, dude, congratulations. That's amazing. I'm so stoked that you won it. Guys, without further ado, we get to jump into battles. This is going to be maybe a little funny. We'll see how this goes. All right, guys, a trainer has been found. Let's see what we are up against with Minato. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Oh, this is going to be a very interesting battle. Ooh, okay. Let's see who is looking good here. Goku, not so much. I am, of course, committing to taking Molly at least one time, so we will expect that. I think this is definitely our lead. I feel like Batman is just going to be really good here. I kind of think Omen would be interesting as well. And then having a physical fairy type against some of this looks really, really good as well. We're going to give this a shot. we'll see what we can do. This team looks very scary. I'm not super stoked about facing this, so we'll give it the best shot we can. But I do think, you know, we've got a reasonable team here. I think like some of the bonds on our team, I think are actually just really good. So we'll see how things go. Let's hope. Let me know in the comments section, how many wins do you think we will get? Okay, Rotom Wash, not a huge surprise here. This is great though, because Volt Switch doesn't actually work. I think, do I SD? There is a chance, of course, that they just go for the, I kind of just want to Terra. Is this crazy? This is crazy, right? Nah, dude, we're doing it. We're going full-fledged. Let's go. We are full sending from the get-go. I expect a water move here, and so Terroring, I think, is kind of a cool move. I don't think it maybe is good, but we're gonna try it. But we will get the knockoff here, which is nice. Oh, it's gonna trick. Oh, what did you get? I got choice specs. Okay. It got a muscle band, which is like kind of fine. We're just gonna knock off here. That's not really gonna matter that much, but I mean, that's pretty substantial damage, which I will absolutely take. Now I'm really curious because I don't think this thing can do anything. I'm gonna SD. Oh, I'm locked. That was good. I think I just still knock off though. It's gonna Willow. That's fine. It's not great. Was it worth it to have swapped? Probably not, to be honest. I think this is still probably fine. Knockoff isn't gonna do a ton probably now, but that's okay-ish. All right, now what? Do we swap now? Is it at all worth it? Not really. I mean, we're not doing anything to this. I'm gonna commit. I'm kind of curious if they do swap out at any point, because I don't know that they can do that much to us. There's a Hydro Pump. That's gonna do a lot. Okay. Holy crap. All right. There's the knockoff. Worth noting, it does outspeed us. But I think we just need the clean swap here. This might be just a terrible decision, but I just don't think we're gonna get, like, it's gonna outspeed everything we do. It's gonna Volt Switch. Okay. So then do we have to choose first? I'm kind of curious. I think we didn't have a good swap in here, so like I kind of still think this is fine. But I am kind of curious who picks first. It looks like they pick first. That's actually great for us. I'm kind of surprised they Volt Switch there. I don't know that that was 100% the best play, but that's cool. So we just go here all day. And I fully expect a Terra. Do I lock into Encore? No, I think the safe play is Dazzling Gleam. I really want to make a read, but I don't think I should. It's gonna Willow. Oh, it missed. Oh, let's go. Okay, so this should do some damage. It's not gonna be, well, that's pretty good damage. I'll take it. I can't Terra, I guess, so. All right, this is fine because we are a special attacker. This isn't going to cut our special attack. It, of course, is going to do some major damage over time, which is not great, but I think we should be okay here. So we did knock out the Dragapult. That's great. I'll happily take that. We do, unfortunately, get hit by the burn. That's not great. I'm so curious what their last mon is. That could be a game changer. Okay, there's the Rotom. Fully expected that. I am actually going to Hyper Voice here. I don't know, like Hydro Pump, probably. It's going to Volt Switch. Okay. I think can safely hit this Hyper Voice though. And I think it should do quite a bit of damage. So that'll be really, really good. No Encore opportunity here. Yep. There's the Garchomp. Okay. I do kind of wish I had gone for the Dazzling Gleam now. But the Throat Spray is going to activate. Which is great for us. Our special attack is going to go up. Obviously, the burn hurts, but it's not the end of the world. And I mean, we just Dazzling Gleam all day. Yeah, it's going to EQ. It's going to hurt, probably. Yeah, dang. I was hoping we could live because we are so physically bulky, but we just don't outspeed enough here, unfortunately. I kind of wish I had brought Shogun, to be honest, but that's okay. All right, so, do I yawn? Yeah, I'm actually gonna yawn. We're gonna try this. I forgot, I actually put yawn on here, not calm mind. Whoops, sorry about that. I did do a little bit of switching on the sets after I recorded, so I do apologize, guys, but I think, you know, this is maybe okay. It's gonna volt switch, it's gonna really hurt. I think I just slack off here, because if it doesn't kill, this is gonna heal me back up. Obviously, if it does, that sucks, but okay, it doesn't, that's good. It's gonna swap out, obviously, into the Garchomp, because that's the only option, and now I get to heal back up. The yawn forces the swap out as well here, so that's actually kind of nice. No calm mind opportunity, unfortunately, but this is basically just back where we started. I'm actually gonna go Water Pulse here. It's gonna Outrage. Wow, I should have yawned. Okay, well, they crit. Unfortunately, that is a loss. Dang it. Okay, probably not the best Pokemon selection on that one. However, I mean, I think we did okay given that. We'll try and adjust in the next game. Let's see how it goes. All right, guys, a trainer has been found, and it is not the same trainer. That's really good. Okay, so we have got, ooh, a very scary team. Okay. So Shogun definitely does look good here. The trick was really good from the opponent. I'm gonna do this. I think Shogun, and then I think it's probably Omen. Is that right? Some of these mons are really scary. Do I want to Shogun first? I don't... I think this is right. Goku doesn't look good here. Molly, as much as I really do want to bring Molly, I don't think this is the spot for it. Yeah, we'll just try this. I'm not sure, guys. Sarah doesn't look very good with that Empoleon in particular. So I think this is maybe our best bet. We'll see. Maybe Shogun was the better lead so we could Tailwind up, but I'm optimistic. I assume Rotom Wash is the start here. Wow, so surprising. So we really can't SD here, because well, we know what they could do. I don't think I Terra again. Do I just U-turn out? Yeah, I'm just gonna U-turn here. Excuse me. They might do a trick set again that we saw in the last game. I'm kind of curious. That's like, on one hand, this is a really good setup because they can't Volt Switch out. On the other hand, like, they could just hit a water move. Wow, they're going Terra. Okay. Let's see what Terra they have gone for. Is it water? No, it's steel. Okay. Kind of an interesting one. I wouldn't have expected, I mean, I guess defensive nature, that's totally fair. There's the trick. I'm glad we went for U-turn. So we did see the trick. They're going to get a muscle band. We're going to be able to swap out here, which is going to reset our choice item. And then we're actually scarfed. So I guess we're going to go wicked fast now. That's cool. Now I wish I brought Sarah. For the Terra Fire, would have been pretty sick. So what do we do? I think we just go here. Fake out is safe now, so I'm just gonna fake out. It's obviously not gonna do a ton, which is fine, but it's just gonna do enough where we get to see. And then I was mostly trying to consider what they were gonna do as far as swapping. Obviously they didn't, which is great. I'm gonna Tailwind here. There's the Wind Rider. Our attack is going to go up. There's the Willow. That's annoying. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Do I need to preserve this? I did not write down their team, unfortunately. I just don't want to go out into, I mean, I know it's our special wall, but I don't think this is the right move. Falling for taunts or being affected by intimidate. I'm just not sure what the right move is here. I'm gonna go here. We are choice, so we do not have the opportunity to SD. I think what we're learning is anytime we see the Rotom wash, we just can't SD, which is really annoying. There's the Volt Switch. It does not work, which is kind of cool at least. I'm gonna U-turn. I'm Terra Darking here. Maybe I shouldn't have Terra'd yet. That was really dumb. Oh well. So my assumption is here that they're going for the Willow, which means I'm just gonna U-turn out, get a little bit of chip damage, and then go into Shogun. Given there's really not a lot that they can do. This thing just sits here and walls us for sure. But the Willow at least isn't gonna do anything. So it's Willow, Volt Switch, I assume Hydro Pump. There's our Wind Rider, our attack's gonna go back up, we know that. There's the Willow, that's not doing anything. Shogun's already burned, excellent. And so now I'm not quite sure what they do here. I'm gonna Sucker Punch and we're just gonna see. Yeah, okay, we're gonna get some damage off here. Obviously they could have a lot of things here. Volt Switch, sure. I think that's kind of fine. That was a crit, why did it have to be a crit? That Rotom is a menace, dude. It's so bulky, so bulky. So we do still have the Tailwind up, which is really helpful. There is the Garchomp. I think I have to let Shogun go down here, which really sucks. Oh, our Tailwind petered out, no. Okay, I think I Tailwind. They're gonna go for spikes. We're gonna get Tailwind up. Okay, I'll take that trade. This is a tricky battle, guys. This is a very tricky battle. Okay, so Tailwind is now up. That's great. Kind of interesting they didn't go for a damaging move there. Just because they could have easily knocked us out. And then at the very least just kind of taken care of it. But all right, now we're just gonna Leaf Blade. And hope that's not a crit. Rough Skin, sure. Is this just a totally defensive Garchomp? That's kind of funny if it is. All right. It used Stealth Rock. God, that's annoying. Okay. It's tricky because we just can't do... I think we have to go here. Which really sucks because my assumption is that they're just going to go into the Rotom. I think regardless, I just have to go for a Water Pulse and hope for a Confusion maybe. I know it's not great. We are just getting owned, man. This is a good battle though, I will say that. I feel like we're putting up a better fight this time. Despite it probably not going our way, I think we're doing reasonably well. Can we get Confusion? Please hit yourself. That would be amazing. Are you serious? You have the berry? Is it just citrus? Yeah, okay. At least it's just citrus. I was hoping it wasn't. Okay. Please hit yourself. Please just smack yourself. Dragon Tail. Oh, it's a Dragon Tail set. All right, well, here we go. Yeah. And there's no item to knock off here, so that kind of sucks. We're also no longer flying. So in some ways, I guess that's not a bad thing. I mean, I guess I just knock off just because there's nothing else we can do. This kind of sucks. I think we're just going to get owned. Dang, dude. Yeah. We are just not dealing anywhere near enough damage. I should have left the Calm Mind on Omen, I think. It wouldn't have helped in this situation because of the Dragon Tail in particular. Like, they could just force us out. However, I do think it would have been semi-helpful. The trick is getting us every time too, because I can't set up here with Batman, which is really annoying because Batman's actually just a really good mon if we can set up with it. But I imagine at least the rough skin and everything is just going to whittle us down enough where this isn't going to even be a game. It could hit itself still, we don't know, but it just keeps using spikes. I think we're just going to be forced out with the Dragon Tail and then lose. Dang, man. I'm going to fight this out though. We're going to give it a shot. We got this. I will say, guys, as we're kind of just sitting here kind of knocking off this Garchomp here, you guys seem to really enjoy the Wheel of Chaos in the first episode. I really appreciate that. Thank you guys so much for the support. It really does mean a lot. That last video did really well, which was so cool to see. I'm hopeful that this one will also do well. I think this is just a really fun concept for a series, and so I sincerely hope you guys enjoy it. I think it's a blast. Obviously it sucks when we lose, and we're probably losing this game. We do have to bring Molly, by the way, to the next battle, just as a quick reminder. I'm gonna slack off on the off chance. Okay, yeah, I was about to say on the off chance they do something silly, but no, they got us here. Dang. We'll let them take out the Batman. Who doesn't want to take out the Batman? You know what I mean? All right, so battle two, excuse me, we did not win. Yeah, the spikes that's gonna get us. Dang, I need to not Terra on the whatchamacallit, the guy. I need to not Terra on my guy. I need to Terra later. Good game on that one. Unfortunately, again, just not gonna get it. That's okay. All right. So let's go into battle 3. All right, guys, a trainer has been found for battle number 3. I don't know if it's the same person. We're gonna find out. Okay, it's not. Yeah. All right, sick. Omen looks kind of good again. Obviously we have to bring Molly, which is great. Goku. Does Goku look good? Kind of. Goku doesn't look that bad, actually. It can Volt Switch on almost anything. Groudon is likely to be the first mon, I guess. Shogun looks terrible. Interesting. Okay, I'm actually gonna do this. We're gonna bring Molly and we're gonna bring Goku. We're gonna see how this goes. This is not at all the configuration that I would have expected to use, but we're gonna try. It'll be great. That's a booty on that trainer card. That's a booty. All right, let's do it. There's the Groudon. Definitely expected that lead, so that's cool. I think there's the Drought. Do I Terra Water? Is that crazy? I'm gonna Water Pulse. The battle was canceled. We won! All right, we're not gonna count that. I mean, we won, but we're not gonna count that. We're gonna go into another battle. I'll include this one just for the fun of it. All right, guys, an opponent has been found once again. We're gonna see it's the same person. We're just gonna do the thing. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe they do a different lead. This is hilarious. I really hope they continue the battle this time. It's kind of funny to rage quit without even seeing the move, but hey, whatever. Very interesting. Very interesting. Let's hope. They do have a lot of fire types on their squad, so I mean, they have to at least bring one. There's just no doubt. I think the Incineroar lead is like way stronger because you can at least fake out. And then do something. There's that booty again. It's happening. Let's see. Yeah, same lead. Omen, let's go. I'm really curious, like, why they just didn't. I don't know. They could have done something. We're just gonna Water Pulse. There's the Stealth Rock. That's fine. Not great for us, obviously, but not the end of the world. There's the Water Pulse. Let's see how much it does. It may not do very much. Yeah. Can we get a confusion? No. Dude, you are so bulky. Wow. Okay, low key, I'm gonna yawn. gonna Willow us. Interesting, very interesting. Okay. Yeah, that's actually really interesting. Okay, we're gonna yawn here. Nice. Do get hit by the burn. It's annoying, but not the end of the world. And now I'm kind of curious what they decide to do because they could swap out. Yeah, and they are. Forcing that swap, I like it. I kind of wanted to Terra Water there, and I feel like that was a bad idea, so I'm glad I didn't. Oh, it's you. Hi. You're a cutie. Can we get a confusion? That'd be sick. Nope. Okay, so at the very least, the leftovers here are very helpful because it is going to mitigate at least a little bit of this burn damage. Do I swap into you? I kind of think so. Yeah, let's try it. Let's try Molly here. I feel like Molly is the move. I kind of don't want to risk Slowking because I feel like Slowking is going to be really key in this battle. I really wish I could have Calm Minded. Dude, you are massive. Holy crap. Okay. There's the parting shot. Sure. So it's gonna duck out here. Our attack did fall. That's annoying. Special attack also. That's, I mean, not great, but is what it is. Brody, thank you again for this one. This was an interesting build. I don't know 100% if I got the EV spread correct, but I did my very best, and so we'll kind of see what happens. The one thing I will say, I did Terra Normal or Terra Dark on this, not Terra Normal, and that was really just to save on the changes. But okay, Fire type, interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Eruption. That's gonna do a lot. No doubt. Probably gonna kill us. Yep. All right. Very good. Do we outspeed you? Probably not, right? We're gonna try this. And we're just gonna try and Volt Switch here. Yep, it's annoying. Okay. Is it worth the Terra? Probably not. I'm just gonna try and Volt Switch. If we outspeed, great. And we do. Fantastic. That's all I really wanted because now I can swap into Omen and hopefully take whatever is sent our way here. Because I assume they just go for Eruption. Yep. We'll see. I don't know. Probably not winning this by any means, but at the very least, we're going to give it a decent try here. So our leftovers are going to pop. Obviously, the burn is going to hit us. Not great. And they are going to outspeed us here, realistically. So there's not going to be much we can do. The sun is really killing us here. I'm going to try for the slack off. It's going to Eruption. Yeah. Not much we can do. I think, guys, we're just going to get a good clean sweep on the opposing side this time around, which really sucks. I liked a lot of the Mons on this team. I did not use Batman to the best extent by any means. I think I could have very easily done better there. So that kind of sucks. I wish I had done a little bit of a better job on that one. I think overall, it just, like, we should have maybe done or planned a bit better. After the... will no longer be an electric type. That's so interesting. I mean, we're just gonna do it since we know we outspeed. We might as well go full-fledged here. Kind of nice we're not losing any HP to the life orb because if we do take this thing out, that's pretty solid. We're also then not locked into anything since we're not choiced. So there's some options here if we can take this thing down. Obviously, we know Groudon. I'm curious what the last Mon is. Okay, well, we did it. That's cool. So we did kill something. Yay! This was a rough battle, man. Used up all my electricity. Sunlight faded. That's cool. So the Eruption play, at the very least, is done. Oh yeah, I forgot. This was the last Pokemon. Duh. I'm just gonna use Crunch. We outspeed. And do very little. And the Rocky Helmet. God, you're so physically bulky. Malignant Chain. Yeah. Dang, dude. This hurts. This hurts so bad. Let's just do this. Why not? It's not gonna matter. This thing is so bulky, guys. There's very little we can do about it. Yeah. It does hit twice, I think, but the Rocky Helmet's gonna kill us. Yeah. Dang. No wins, no real wins, unfortunately, on this one. I hate that. I do feel like this team could have been really cool. I'm sure I didn't use them to the best of my ability. Again, Brody, thank you so much, by the way, and congratulations. I'll, of course, be reaching out to you on that. I wish we had done a little better, but you know what? Still had a blast. This has been a really fun one. I like them most likely to. Let me know in the comment section what kind of wheel spin stuff you would like to see in the next episode. I think that would be really fun to see. But until then, guys, thank you so much. I really do appreciate you guys watching. We should be moving this over to Champions, by the way, very shortly. I don't know when exactly that will happen. And so if there's a week off from this series, it's probably because we are moving things over to Champions and I just have to get everything kind of squared away there. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you. I love you. I'll see you again very soon.